videos. So I bet you made your first YouTube channel and you thought, I'll throw this out there, I'll upload it, I'll give it a night. You get up in the morning, you run in, you grab your phone, you're scrolling through, just to find you got like 4 reviews and 3 of them's yours, right? Oh, it's demoralizing and make you feel like you're about like that big, and you'd be like, I don't ever want to do this again. Well, where you went wrong is your motivation was the views. You need to just put that out of your mind for right now. Right now, if you're just getting started, this is your street cred. Every video that you do, in my personal opinion, is your street cred. Right now, you could sit and you could do a bunch of practice videos and you could come up with some lofty scripts and you could probably even have AI write you something, whatever. And you could go buy you a big expensive camera and you could, do whatever it is. And you could say, and I would be willing to I'd venture out there to say that you probably would get the same amount of views, right? If you're a brand new channel. So I wanted to push up on people today about starting a new channel, man. How do you get over that hurdle of I'm only getting a couple views. I worked really hard on this video. I spent a lot of time thinking about this content, or I really felt strongly about this. I felt like I did a good job. And what you're going to find out is, man, you have to do these first ones to get to that point. Like right there, I got that guitar right there. And I remember back when I was younger, right? Thinking about learning to play the guitar, and I'd watch people like Guthrie Trapp or people like Vince Gill or any of the talented guitarists, Tommy Manuel, whatever. And you'd watch them and you'd be like, man, I want to be able to play like that. Well, that's great. Yeah, you can want to do that. But in order to actually get there, you've got to start with Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? You don't just get to start playing that way. I promise you, they didn't just start playing that way. They spent a lot of hours hunkered over trying to learn how to play that thing, right? So that's the same way with this YouTube channel stuff, right? You're trying to learn how to shoot video. You're trying to learn about lights. You're trying to learn about sound. You're trying to learn about how to talk to an object that's not a person, but yet speak to it like it's a person. For me, I had to just learn how to approach where to look at the camera so that I didn't look like I was gazing off or that I was giving a breathalyzer test or something, So, as you start this journey, man, you are new. Embrace the fact that you're new. Humble yourself. Know that, okay, when I put this video out there, this is for today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, whatever. For me, when I started this whole journey, it's for me. Ultimately, we are greedy things, right? We do things for ourselves. Now, when we have a family, we do those things for ourselves so that in hopes we can provide for our family, in hopes that we can do something good for our family, or, that we grow as a person, which is good for our family. But, you have to realize that when you start something, you are not going to be as good as what somebody that's been doing it. But what they don't have on you is your approach. So you have to take that as your niche. That is your approach. You are the niche. I'm 47 years old. I'm not targeting 15, 16, 18, 20, 25-year-olds, right? I'm targeting 40 and up because I feel like that they would enjoy my approach to the way that I make my videos. Very simple. I don't have a lot of editing. There isn't fireworks going off in the background. I feel kind of good about my light situation today. Trying some new things out, right? But I'm not trying to overwhelm myself because I'm not going at this with the intentions of, okay, this is going to be my next big thing. Hey, maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe the only view that I get will be somebody in a straw hut in the middle of the jungle somewhere pulls out their phone and is, enjoys something that I had to say. Maybe it motivates them to prop it up on a bamboo pole and do a video themselves, right? Hey, cool. I've seen people in a lot worse situations than what I'm in shooting some video, and I was sitting there watching their stuff. So I just want to stress on people, don't get caught up in algorithm. Anytime that you're using a word that has that many syllables, then there should, really be a true explanation. Where I have watched videos and I have tried to understand like algorithm. The only thing that I got was able to pronounce the word in the end, right? I don't know that anybody has a real good lock on exactly if there's a way that works. I think the way it works is you put stuff out and YouTube will eventually figure out who that needs to be in front of. Now, you obviously can make it easier on YouTube to figure that out by the way that you do things, the way that you approach things, and obviously views that you get, traction that you get. But I really think just getting started out, you are building your street. Right now is my street credit. For me, this is what street credit looks like. I'm going to show you my mistakes. I'm going to look at the wrong spot on the camera. I'm going to probably not have the best light situation. I probably don't have the best sound, but I'm working on it. And I'm building this. I've got a couple thousand views now. This is my 14th piece of material. And I wanted to step out there with this one. One, because it's an even number. I like even numbers. And two, I feel like that I have learned. I have really absorbed what I need to do. I need to upgrade my video situation and give people a little bit better interactive experience when I shoot my videos. I need to upgrade my sound. I got me a microphone. I'm learning how to incorporate things in, get the backdrop worked out, figure out those types of things. And that's what you need to do. I would not be at this point right here if I hadn't have just pushed play and just started making videos, because that is my motivation. The numbers behind it, everybody. Of course I want views, man. Yeah, I'm here. I'm in this for the long run. But ultimately, I want to put good, solid material out with a good message, a good solid message that people that are just getting started can embrace and say, okay, I see what he's doing. I see how he's getting started, okay? If you want to teach somebody something that has to do with your hands, then get you a headgear thing and put it on so that you can do that. It's not really that. It's not like we got to make this that difficult. Now, I shoot for being better. I want to be better each time. Each time I want to give my subscribers, which thank you very much for any likes and subscribes. I really appreciate that. It helps YouTubers out, as you all know, and it's free for you to do. But I'm in this to create good content for people that's realistic, that they can look at and they can embrace and they can say, man, you know what? It isn't that bad. And I'm here to tell you, if you're caught up in numbers, if you're caught up in view numbers, it's going to be disappointing. This ride is going to be a long, bumpy road. Man, if you use that as your motivation, then you better really up your game right off the rip before you ever get started, because what will happen is you'll put 2 or 3 videos out. You'll be so disappointed that you'll stop. And that's the worst thing that we can do. You can't stop. You always want to challenge yourself from one week or one video to the next video to the next video. What little itty bitty thing can I do to make this thing a little bit better? So I want to push up on everybody just to not get caught up in view numbers right out the gate. When you start this YouTube channel, put evergreen material out that's evergreen for you. Meaning, you'll always be proud of the material that's out there. you might look back and you might say, man, that video sucks, that horrible quality, the sound sucks, blah, blah, blah. But you're not unproud of the material that you presented to people, and you can be proud of it. And if all you get to reach is 1 or 2 people, then you'll feel honorable about the message that you had and what you sent to people. That for me was my most important. That was the only way I could get started, was to start by talking about stuff that I feel 1000% about. That I know that no matter how long I live, I will always be proud of. And I encourage you to do the same thing, just to get yourself started. It will work itself out. You know, we'll learn those editing things, man. We didn't grow up with this. I didn't grow up with this. You know, I'm just old enough that, you know, this just wasn't part of the game in school. You know, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have all this stuff. Now, cool. The kids, they got this stuff. They can probably shoot better videos in 2nd grade now than what I'll ever be able to. And that's fine. Cool. But I'm out here reaching out to the people that understand where I'm coming from, that know, man, what it's like to look at this big social media monster that you know, to me, that's the monster in the closet. Social media has been my monster in the closet because, you know, you hear all the bad stories about this and about that. You know, I finally reached a point where I just don't care. Nobody can say anything to me that's really going to affect me in any type of way. It doesn't matter at this point with that. So, you know, I'm not gonna keep on and on about this, but it's something I think is the motivation behind it needs to be deeper than subscribers and likes and shares. And I think all those things will come. This is your street credit. You're earning it right now. Man, it's harder than $10 worth of jawbreakers to get in here and talk at this phone and have a message and be clear about it and not forget to say the important things that you need to say, to like, to subscribe, to share. You know, hey man, we'll get it. It's all good. You know what I mean? But y'all leave me a message in there and let me know what you think, how you're going to get started, what your first video will be about. And, you know, till next time, y'all take care.